Hi, I am Mrs. Deer, your guide to business wisdom. What if you could walk into your business every Monday morning knowing exactly what needs to be done? Confident your team is aligned and excited to execute a clear plan? What if you could finally stop reacting to emergencies and start proactively building your vision? This isn't a fantasy. It's what happens when you install a complete, simple operating system in your company. But right now, for many of you, it feels like the opposite. It feels like chaos. Imagine yourself with a brilliant idea, a dream home design. But somewhere along the way, the build got messy. You're no longer the architect of your vision, you're the exhausted foreman on a chaotic construction site, putting out fires instead of building something beautiful. That's where the system in Gino Wickman's book, Traction, comes in. It's called the Entrepreneurial Operating System, or EOS. And think of it as the ultimate master blueprint and construction manual for your business. It gives you the tools, the schedule, and the crew management principles to build a company that's solid, scalable, and actually fun to run. So, let's put on our hard hats. I'm going to walk you through the 4 steps to go from a chaotic site to a master builder. Step 1. The site inspection. Diagnose your 6 key components. Every well-built structure, whether it's a house or a business, relies on 6 key components. They are vision, people, data, issues, process, and traction. In EOS, if one is weak, the whole thing gets wobbly. So our first job is to do a site inspection check. Which part of your business is the weak link? First, vision. This is your architectural blueprint, a company's core purpose, or why you started this business in the first place, and long-term goals. Your team should have this clear, shared picture of what you're building, why it matters, and where you're going. If they can't clearly describe where the company is headed in 3 years, you're all building from a blur. Your vision is just a crumpled sketch. Second, people. You need the right people in the right seats. A right person shares your core values. A right seat fits their unique skills and passions. A right seat means they are competent and passionate about their specific role. You simply cannot assign a plumber to paint the wall. Third, data. This is your dashboard, your inspection report, a business objective scoreboard. The handful of key numbers that tell you the true health of your business. Are you making decisions based on a gut feeling or on hard numbers? Running a business without data is like trying to build a house without a level. Things will be crooked. Fourth, issues. Problems are like a small crack in the foundation, the problems and obstacles in your way. A healthy business doesn't hide issues. It surfaces and solves them as a team. If your team is scared to point out problems, small cracks turn into major structural damage. A hidden plumbing leak will flood the house. Fifth, process. These are your documented building codes, the repeatable systems for how you deliver your product or service, the core work. Without it, every client project is a brand new, exhausting experiment. If every client project is a unique adventure with no standard process, you're exhausting your crew and creating a wobbly final product. And finally, traction. This is the discipline of execution. Gino Wickman's big idea is that vision without traction is a hallucination. You can have the best blueprint in the world, but if you don't have a schedule and the discipline to follow it, nothing gets built. So, which of these 6 components is the most cracked in your business? Strengthening all 6 is how you build a business that is stable, scalable, and actually fun to run. Why this matters. You can't have a great blueprint with no schedule. You can't have a great crew with broken methods. Step 2. Draw your master blueprint, the VTO session. Inspection done. Now we need to get your leadership team together and draw up a real master plan. Right now, that amazing custom home is just an idea. Your team might be enthusiastic, but are they all trying to build the same house? Probably not. That's why we need the Vision/Traction Organizer, or VTO. Think of it as your company's master strategic blueprint. It's a 1-page document that answers 8 crucial questions to create absolute clarity and alignment. Same goal, same schedule, same standards. It is the 1-page manual that connects your 10-year dream to what your team focuses on this week. It prevents mission drift by making your core purpose measurable and actionable. Without it, you're just managing a chaotic construction site. Here's how you build this master plan with your leadership team. Grab your crew, block 2 hours, and answer these questions like you're planning the ultimate mansion build. First, we need the non-negotiables and the ultimate vision. Question 1. The core value. What are the 3 to 5 fundamental rules everyone on your site must live by? This is your culture. For example, excellence in craftsmanship, team first, radical honesty. Question 2. Core focus. What is the one thing you are absolutely best at in the world? It's the intersection of your passion and your talent. This is your purpose filter. It tells you what projects to take and what to turn down. Question 3. The 10-year target or the dream mansion. Picture it. Describe your finished masterpiece in vivid detail a decade from now. Be bold and inspiring. Question 4. The 3-year picture or the major milestone. To hit that 10-year target, what must your project look like in 3 years? Be specific, make it tangible and measurable. For example, foundation and frame complete, landscaping in, first wing furnished. Question 5. The 1-year plan or this year's major phase. Based on the 3-year picture, what are the 3 to 7 most critical goals for the next 12 months? For example, secure all permits, pour the foundation, complete the framing. Question 6. Quarterly rocks. What are the 3 to 7 most important priorities for the next 90 days? We call them rocks. Each rock is a boulder you must move to stay on schedule. For example, finalize plumbing and electrical rough-in, source and order all windows, hire and train the painting crew. Every rock must be specific, measurable, and have one single person accountable for getting it done. Question 7. Scorecard or your weekly inspection report. What 5 to 15 key numbers will you check every week to know the site is healthy and on track? For example, budget versus actual, on-time delivery percentage, client satisfaction score. Each number has an owner. Question 8. Issues list. What are the biggest obstacles right now to achieving your rocks and plan? List them. This becomes the agenda for your weekly site meetings to solve problems before they cause delays. That's your VTO. This one-page document turns your visionary dream into a disciplined project plan. Everyone now has the same blueprint, knows the next phase, and understands their specific task for the current quarter. This is how you stop drifting and start building with intention. Step 3. The weekly foreman's huddle, the level 10 meeting. A blueprint needs a regular site meeting to stay relevant. EOS has a genius tool for this, the level 10 meeting. It's a 90-minute structured weekly huddle for your leadership team, with a strict agenda designed to be so productive you rate it a 10 out of 10. This weekly rhythm creates incredible predictability and momentum. This solves problems proactively and ensures your blueprint is being followed. Here's how. You start positive with a segue, sharing good news. Each person shares a quick personal or professional win. You check the scorecard, check the vital signs, review the weekly numbers. Is it healthy? Then you review rock's progress. Quick update on each 90-day rock. Is it on track, off track, or done? After that, you share quick headlines. Any major news from clients or the team? You review last week's to-dos for accountability. Did we complete last week's action items? Then you spend the bulk of the time, 60 full minutes, on IDS, identify, discuss, solve. This is where you take an issue from your list and solve it at the root. You identify the real problem, discuss it openly without blame, and solve it with a clear action, owner, and deadline. Lastly, conclude. Recap new to-dos and end on time. Step 4. Your action plan. Grab your hard hat. Okay, now it's time for action. Gather your leadership crew. Tell them, we're trying a new meeting to get us all aligned and in control. Start by evaluating the 6 key components and answering the VTO questions. Schedule your first level 10 meeting for next week. Follow the agenda to the letter. It will feel awkward at first. That's normal. The structure is the magic. The goal isn't a perfect meeting. It's progress. It's turning your chaotic construction site into an organized project where everyone knows the plan. You've got the blueprint. Now, let's build a business that lasts. If you enjoy this video or want to look for ways to scale your business, It would mean a lot if you gave this video a like and subscribe.